Hello YouTube, welkom bij een nieuw computervlog. I bought 10 aluminium computer cases. Some time ago I was searching online for computer cases because I need more cases because I have a big stack of motherboards and not the right cases for it, and I'm very picky what case I like. So I was searching for Lian Li cases and I found some were very far away, some were missing pieces, for example for the power supply, the mounting bracket. And then I found an advertisement for 16 cases, 10 aluminium cases and 6 boring white cases for 200 euros. So I sent Kai a message. I want to pick the 10 aluminium cases up for 150 euro, and I got back a message, okay, deal, you can come pick them up. Only the guy was living in the north of the Netherlands, so I had to drive in total 400 kilometers to get the cases, but that is really worth it, because 15 euro per case is not much money. All the cases are brand new, they are made of aluminium, so let's take a closer look what cases I bought. The cases didn't come in boxes, but they were all packed in plastic, so that's really good. The brand of the cases is Superflower and the model is 201S. It's a clone of the Lian Li PC60 case with influences of the Coolermaster ATX 201 case. So that's a really awesome combination of cases. So let's check it out. We have 4 5.25 inch external drive bays and 3 3.5 inch external drive bays, and not many cases have 3 bays here, so that's really nice. Here we have a big air intake and 4 USB ports, audio ports and a firewire port. The front of the case is made out of plexiglass and it's attached by this big thumb screws. Here we have the power button, reset button, the hard drive LED and the power LED. The case is made out of aluminium and the side panels have this nice brushed look. On the side panel we have an 80mm fan with a nice golden grill. And also on top we have an 80mm fan. On the bottom of the case we have nice rubber feet, and I think these holes are for the PC speaker. The other side panel is just basic, but here they made a nice grip to pull off the side panel. Here we can fit the power supply, and on the back there are 2 80mm fans also installed. All the cases come with this standard I/O panels, so that's a really nice bonus. We have 7 expansion slots here and nice thumb screws to remove the side panels. And also the motherboard tray is removable by these thumb screws. So that's really nice. The 80mm fan on the side panel has nice grills on both sides and Molex connectors. Here we have the box with accessories for the case. Here we have a bag of silica gel, do not eat, throw away. There are a lot of cables on the bottom of this case. Here we have the cables for the power reset, HDD, LED speaker and power LED. And there's a nice connector in between. So if we remove the motherboard tray we don't have to disconnect all the cables from the motherboard. Here we have the front USB cables also with an extra connector in the cable. Here we have a Molex connector for the front fans. Here we have the front firewire cable and it has just a normal firewire connectors. So you need a firewire card with the external ports also internal on the card. Here we have 2 extra USB cables that you can just route out the back of the case and put directly into the motherboard. Also the front audio ports are with the normal connector that you route out and put in the sound card. Here we have some clips for the cable management. The cable binders dissolve themselves. This is what's left of the cable binder, so I need to clean the case a bit. Here we have the Molex connector for the 2 rear fans. And it's 1 cable for 2 fans, so that's really nice, and they have a pass-through Molex, so that's really easy to use in the system. So let's remove the motherboard tray. The motherboard tray is pretty sturdy It's not the thickest material, but they bended all the corners, so that gives the material the strength. And also they put in here the support brackets. So the motherboard trays make pretty nice test benches. The case supports pretty big power supplies up to 20 centimeters. The case can hold 5 hard drives in this hard drive cage and is cooled by two 80 centimeter fans with air intake filters. So that's really nice. But you can add even more hard drives, because here you have the 3.5 inch external drive base, but under it there's room for one extra hard drive. So we can fit 6 internal hard drives, 3.5 external and 4 5.25 inch external. So you can fit a lot of drives in this case. So let's remove the bottom hard drive cage. And under the hard drive case we found this standard PC speaker. Also the front fence comes with a nice golden hard drive grills. All the drive covers are also made of aluminium. The 3.5 inch drive base don't have the clips here to hold the drive, so that's really good if we want to put in bigger height drives. Also here by the external drives there are no tabs to hold them in place, so that's also really nice. But on the 5.25 inch drives here on the upper drive bay we have a tab to support the drives, and here by the third drive bay. But the middle drive bay is still open, so we can still install a double height drive if we want here in the middle. Or we need to bend out these clips or remove them with a Dremel. The front panel is made out of two pieces. This clear plexiglass plate, and behind this aluminium plate with some kind of glitter paint look. Here we have the dust filter and it's easy to remove. So you can clean it in the sink or leave it out for much more airflow. Let's see what comes in the accessoires box. We have two extra front covers for the drive base, so if we don't use any drives we can fill up the whole front. We have an extra bag of thumb screws, a cable management clip. Here we have an extra expansion bay cover plate but with a hole, so we can route out the USB, firewire and audio cables to the rear. So that's really nice. Here in the back with screws we have the motherboard stand-offs, extra jumpers, some tie ribs, some extra plastic stand-offs, some thumb screws. So a really complete kit of screws. In the accessoire box we find this paper about the top fan holder assembly, the USB and audio port front panel and the USB cable. And also comes with this paper with all the parts on it. I'm really happy with this case. There are no sharp edges and they even put some protection here. The drive layout is really good and they included 6 fans with this case. And it comes with all the screws you need, the cover plates, all the cables. So it's a really complete package. The material on the case is a little bit thinner than Lian Li and Coolermaster, but it is still a strong chassis and it looks really good. So in the future I'm gonna do all kinds of builds in the 10 cases. And the first build I'm gonna do in one of these cases is the AMD 600 from the AMD versus Intel video. I'm gonna swap out some parts from that configuration in that test and make a really decent gaming machine of it. So thanks for watching. Please like and share this video, subscribe and leave a comment. You can join Retro Machines on Facebook and you can support me on Patreon. See you next time. Maybe you have noticed I bought a new camera and a new microphone solution. So tell me, how do you like the result with the new setup?